Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm joining you from Shanghai this morning, where we hear that unfortunately the death toll from the coronavirus has risen to 636. We heard last night that Xi told Trump not to worry about the impacts of the coronavirus because China has it under control. We hear that the number of cases from the cruise ship docked outside of Japan has tripled to 61, with fears of the coronavirus spreading outside of China. This fear has carried over into the Asian session this morning. We have witnessed a week of markets rallying in terms of indices. However, Friday seems to be a little pullback. We see that the Hang Seng, the Australian index, and the Nikkei 225 all fell this morning, and this negative sentiment has carried over into the European and US futures session this morning. We see that the FTSE is down 0.3%, the Dow Jones futures is down 0.08%, and the S&P 500 is down 0.06%. If we move to shares, we see that Burberry warns on future profits. They've seen 24 out of 64 stores shut in China, and they warn on future profit hits. The share price did fall 3% at open, but has since recovered to a fall of 1.83% this morning. We also hear that Credit Suisse's CEO is to depart, and the share price has tumbled this morning. It is down 3.25%. If we move to FX, we see that volatility is somewhat subdued as we await non-farm payrolls at 1:30 this afternoon. If we move to the pound USD, we see that it is flat this morning, up 0.03%. As you can see in the chart behind me, the pound is approaching the 1.29 key level of support. Any strong non-farm payrolls will see the pound USD potentially break below this level and see more downside as we approach pre-election levels of support. The same is also true for the Euro USD. However, the Euro USD has broken below the important 1.1 level of support. We can see it is now at a price of 1.096, falling 0.13% this morning. If the non-farm payrolls are really strong, we may see more downside to the Euro USD as it approaches September lows from 2019 and a potential break below to 2017 May levels. If we move to the USD Chinese renminbi, we see that it is up 0.15% this morning. This is with the renminbi being sold off with fear returning to markets. If we move to commodities, we see that oil and gold are awaiting some direction from markets. We see that gold is flat this morning at $15.66 per ounce, and we see that the WTI and Brent are up slightly, awaiting some more direction. If we move to bonds, we see that bonds are down across the board with fears returning to markets. We see that the UK 2-year and 10-year are both down, and that the US 2-year and 10-year are also down. The German bond 2-year and 10-year are down as well. Thanks for listening. Enjoy your weekend, guys.